my dear students, hope you all are healthy and safe at home. Today in this video I will continue your chapter that is of grade 6 science, chapter number 9, the living organisms, characteristics and habitats. Students, in the previous two chapters I have explained you the characteristics of the living organisms, and the adaptation. Now in this video I will continue the chapter from the topic that is habitat. So let's start. The surrounding where living organisms survive is known as habitat. So where the living organism is survive according to the surroundings, that is known as its habitat. The organisms depend on their habitat for their food, air, shelter and other needs. Means in the surroundings, whatever the food we are getting, and the shelter and the other needs that we are getting to survive is known as its habitat. Several kind of plants and animals may share the same habitats. So for example, like we are just surviving in this city, and here the organisms are also here and the plants are also surviving. So we are just sharing the same surroundings. So now moving to the next topic, that is biotic components. Now the biotic components. The living components of a habitat are called biotic components. Means the habitat that are living, that are known as the biotic components. And examples are like plants and animals. The second topic is abiotic components. So now what are the abiotic components? The non-living components of a habitat are called as abiotic components. Means the components of an habitat that are non-living, that is known as the abiotic components. And the examples are soil, water, air and etc. So let's revise this. That the biotic components are those which are living. The examples are plant and animals. Now the next one is the abiotic components. What are abiotic components? The living things are known as the abiotic components. And the examples are water, soil, and rocks are also there. So whatever the things that are the non-living, that comes in the abiotic components. Now moving to the next topic, that is the terrestrial habitats. Now the next topic is the terrestrial habitats. So the plants and animals that live on land are said to live in terrestrial habitats. So the organisms, the living organisms which live on land, that are known as the terrestrial habitats. So the examples are, that is, first is the forest. In forest area, some wild animals, they survive there and they have adapted the surrounding habitats, and so that they can just survive in the forest area. For example, the lion is there, lion and deer and elephant and so other wild animals, they survive in forest area. Second one is the grasslands. In the grassland areas, some animals, they survive. For example, some deers, they also survive in the grassy area, and the cows or the buffaloes, they also survive in the grassy area, and they have adapted that surrounding, and that adapted that surrounding habitats, we can see. okay, so that they can easily survive in that area. Now the deserts. In deserts, the camels, they survive in deserts, and they have adapted that climatic condition of the desert and the surrounding area. Okay, they have just adapted all the habitats of the deserted area. So as you all know that the camel, they don't need much of water. If once they have water, so that animal can survive up to 1 month for that. Okay, after just एक बार अगर उसने पानी पी लिया, so that without water the animal can survive up to 1 month. Okay, how? Because the camel has adapted that climatic condition and the habitat of the deserted area. Okay, next one is the mountain. In the mountain, the climatic condition is also changes. Okay, वहाँ पे जो होती है, that is the winter is there. Okay, snowfall also take place, and in some mountain areas heavy rainfall also take place. So the animals which live on the mountain areas, like we can say the snow leopard, okay, and the goat, the yak, okay, and other animals that survive in the mountain areas, the bear, polar bear, okay. So they have adapted that climatic condition and they can just survive in that climatic condition, in that habitat very easily. Okay, so now two terms are there, that is, one is the prey and second one is the predator. Okay, first one is prey, prey, and second one is the predator, predator. So what are the prey? प्रे वो होते हैं जो कि शिकार बनते हैं, ठीक है, जिसे हम कहते हैं शिकार, और प्रीडेटर्स वो होते हैं जिसे हम कह सकते हैं कि शिकारी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल्स, द प्रे आर दैट एनिमल्स दैट आर बीइंग ईटेड बाय द अदर एनिमल्स एंड द प्रीडेटर्स आर दोज विच ईट अदर एनिमल्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द प्रे इज अ डियर, and predator here is an lion. So lion basically eat deer. So that lion is a predator and deer is a prey. Okay. So now moving to a next topic, that is aquatic habitat. So the next topic is the aquatic habitat. The habitat of plant and animals that live in water, called aquatic habitats. So the plants and animals that live in water, that they are known as the aquatic habitat. And the examples are, right, ponds, lakes, sea and ocean. So जो ponds में या फिर lakes में, सी या फिर ओशन में जो एनिमल्स या फिर प्लांट्स रहते हैं, दैट आर नोन एज द एक्वेटिक हैबिटेट्स. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, देयर आर सम फ्रेश वाटर एंड द सलाइन वाटर. So fresh water are the normal water, okay, and the saline water, that is SALINE, saline water is a salty water. Okay, so some animals that I have told you, that the fish, they have gills to survive in the water or the aquatic habitats. Okay, so through the gills they get oxygen from the water that are dissolved, that are present in the dissolved form. Okay, now some fish are there, okay, that they don't have gills. कुछ फिश ऐसी होती हैं बेटा जिसमें गिल्स प्रेजेंट नहीं होती हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल डॉल्फिन, ओके, डॉल्फिन एंड व्हेल. dolphin and whale, they don't have gills. They have nostrils, or we can say blowholes. ठीक है, डॉल्फिन्स और वेल्स के पास नॉस्ट्रिल्स होती हैं, नॉस्ट्रिल्स यानी कि NOSTRILS, नॉस्ट्रिल्स, और वी से blowholes. ओके, blowholes, नॉस्ट्रिल्स और blowholes. जो डॉल्फिन या फिर जो वेल होती है उनकी हेड के ऊपर nostrils present होती है. Nostrils, you know that these are our nostrils. The same way the dolphins or the whales, they are having the nostrils or the blowholes, we say. Okay, the nostrils or the blowholes. From this nostrils or the blowholes, when they come to the surface of the sea water, or we say that the ocean water. Okay, so from that fresh air, आप वो अपना थोड़ा सा हेड बाहर निकालते हैं वाटर की सरफेस से, एंड दे ब्रीथ द ऑक्सीजन इन एंड देन दे डाइव डीप इनटू द वाटर. ओके, एंड time to time they come to the surface of the water so that they can take oxygen. Okay, once if they have taken the oxygen, once they have just breathed, so for the long time they can survive deep into the water. Is it clear? जो वेल्स होती हैं, फिर डॉल्फिन्स होती हैं, उनके पास क्या होती हैं, नॉस्ट्रिल्स प्रेजेंट होती हैं, एंड or we say that the blowholes present होते हैं. So whenever they want to breathe, okay, so they come to the surface of the water, okay, and they just breathe the oxygen from their nostrils or the blowholes, and then they dive deep into the water. Okay, once if they breathe the oxygen, okay, once they take the oxygen, so they can survive for a long time deep into the inside the water. ठीक है, and time to time they generally come on the surface of the water for the respiration or for the breathe, or we say that for intaking the oxygen. Okay, from this topic your chapter is ended here. Now let's do some revision from the first video. In the first video, students, I have explained you the characteristics of an living organisms. Okay, so the first characteristics was the, can you guess? The first one is the nutrition. Okay, so the living organisms need nutrition, and that nutrition we get from the food. Second one is the growth. Okay, the living organisms, they grow. Time to time they grow. And how this growth take place? By the division of the cells. Okay, third characteristic was the respiration. So the living organisms, they respire, and this is a very important characteristic of a living organisms to survive. Okay, third one is the response to stimulus. Response to stimulus. Stimulus means जो भी एक कैरेक्टर, एक पर्टिकुलर फीचर होता है, उसे उसके अकॉर्डिंग रिस्पॉन्ड करना. एंड फॉर दैट आई हैव एक्सप्लेन यू द एग्जाम्पल that is the summer time is there, and in the summer time we know that we can just survive it by switch on the, we can just cool the surrounding by switch on the fan. Okay, so that is response to stimuli, कि हमें गर्मी लगी और गर्मी के अगेंस्ट हमने रिस्पॉन्स किया, and we switch on the fan so that we can cool down the temperature inside our home. Fourth one was the reproduction. Okay, means the living organisms, they reproduce their young ones which looks like them. Okay, then sixth one was the excretion. Okay, sixth one was the excretion. Living organisms, when they intake the food, so the nutrients which are that are absorbed by our food, by our body, okay, जो भी न्यूट्रिशंस प्रेजेंट होती है फूड में, जो वो हमारी बॉडी एब्जॉर्ब कर लेती है, एंड द रिमेनिंग, or we say that remaining part is as a waste, so that waste is excrete out, or we say that remove out from our body, and that is also a very important part, okay, because removal of the waste is very important, okay. अगर हमारी बॉडी से रिमूव जो वेस्ट है वो रिमूव नहीं होगा, so it can effect to our body, okay. And the last one was the movement. Living organisms, they show movement, okay, they move from one place to another place, but not the non-living thing, okay. Non-living thing, they cannot move from one place to another, okay. So the living things, the living organisms, they move from one place to another. So these are the characteristics of the living organisms. Then the next topic I have explained, that is the adaptation. Adaptation means to adapt the surrounding condition to survive. जो भी हमारा सराउंडिंग कंडीशन है, जो भी क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन है, और फूड वट एवर द थिंग्स आर देयर इन द सराउंडिंग्स, उसे हम क्या करते हैं, अडेप्ट करते हैं टू सर्वाइव, ओके. सो दैट इज नोन एज द adaptation. In adaptation, I have to explain you the example of the fish, okay, that the fish are having the slippery scale, so that they can just move, or they can just swim throughout the water, and they are having the gills also instead of the lungs, okay. In replacement of the lungs, they are having the gills, so that they can respire inside the water, and they can just intake the oxygen which are present in the dissolved form in the water, okay. Next, in this today's video, I have explained you the habitats. Habitats means the surrounding conditions, okay, and that is known as the habitat. Habitat simply we can say कि जिस हमने survive करने के लिए जिस habit को हम we adapted, okay, the habit that we have adapted is known as the habitat to surroundings, okay. The next, I have explained you the topic biotic components. Biotic components are the components which are living. For example, animal and plants. Next one is the abiotic component. Abiotic components are the components which are non-living. For example, rock, soil, water, etc. Okay. Next topic was the terrestrial habitats. Terrestrial habitats are that habitat which the living things which survive on land or which live on land are known as the terrestrial habitats. Example, the terrestrial area, that is the forest, mountain, desert, okay, and the grassland. These are the examples. And the animals which survive according to in the different habitats, in different terrestrial habitats, that also I have explained you, okay. And in that I have explained you a prey and the predator. Prey are the animals which are eaten by other animals, and the predators are those which eat other animals, okay. Next one is the aquatic habitat. In aquatic habitat, I have explained you that the living organisms which live inside the water, okay, which live in the water, are known as the aquatic habitat. And examples are the aquatic habitat. Examples are the ponds, lake, sea, ocean, okay. और जो भी animals या फिर plants in aquatic condition में रहते हैं, that they are known as the aquatic habitat animals. Example are the fish, octopus, okay, and the two fishes name I have explained. I have told you two names, that is the dolphin and the whales, okay. Dolphin and whales, they don't have gills, they have nostrils. So to breathe from the nostrils, they came time to time to the surface of the water, so that they can just breathe in the oxygen present in the air. Students, I hope you understood this chapter nicely. If you have any doubt, you can just leave your question in the comment box below. Okay. So in the next video now, we will start our next chapter, that is chapter number 10. So till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye.